Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be creating a mani using dip powders and decals from Nails Truly to create a fun 4th of July mani. Now if you've been sitting and waiting to order from Nails Truly for any of the 4th of July items, do not wait much longer. The dip powders have already sold out once and you definitely want to get your order in so you get them in time for the 4th of July holiday that's coming up. So we're diving right into this mani. We're going to be using some really fun gnome decals today, and we're going to be using all 3 color 4th of July colors. Now this white one right here, it's part of my exclusive Disney bundle that I had with Nails Truly. There is 2 of the Disney bundles left. This white dip powder is amazing. It is full coverage and it has the perfect shimmer to it, which really enhances the background of any full nail decal. I really love this dip powder. It's very finely milled, it's buttery, it's soft, it feels like a white fluffy cloud. I'm totally obsessed with it. So we are going to start off by using these 4th of July colors here. Now you can get these dip powders individually, and this one right here, it's stunning. It is like the perfect summer 4th of July blue. It is gorgeous, and look at that coverage, and it has a very little shimmer to it, and it's really pretty. And then Made in America, it is a gorgeous white shimmery dip, which is cram-packed full of foils of silver, blue, and red. And look at how that came out, that first dip. Like those foils are like in the perfect diagonal line. I really liked how that looked, and I debated for a minute if I was going to kind of keep it like that, but I was like, no, these foils are too pretty. We are just going to cram pack as many foils as we can to this mani. Now you can see here that with that first dip, those foils laid really flat to the nail when I was gently pressing them down. And then if you are looking for a red, this right here is gonna be your jam. It is the perfect red. It's not too bright, it's not too dark. It is like the perfect cherry popsicle red for the summer, and I love it so much. I think it's so pretty, and it also has a shimmer to it. So for today's mani, we are doing the gel method, as you can see here, and we already cured that first layer of dip for 30 seconds, and I brushed that off, and now we're going in with another layer. So I'm applying that gel base all over the entire nail, and then I'm dipping directly into that cupcake liner. Now with my second dip, you will notice here I am brushing off that brush on the paper towel. So before I go ahead and place that gel brush back into the bottle, to really make sure that I'm not contaminating my gels, I treat my gels the same way that I would if I was using dip liquids. So just keep that in mind when you are doing gels. Kind of follow the same process to protect your gels to make them as pure as possible, because eventually dip powder will contaminate your gels and it's going to come out really cloudy, and you're not going to have that crystal clear base and top coat once it gets contaminated, and it's also going to start getting very thick and sticky. So just keep that in mind when you are working with the gel method, especially with that second dip. Just make sure you are wiping off your brush before you're putting it in the bottle. And just to jazz up this foil mani Made in America, I am just adding some more foils, and we are almost to the fun part, the decals. Now this mani is great on its own with or without decals. I feel like these colors are perfect. They're great colors to have in your collection, and they're really pretty and cram-packed full of full coverage. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I love the Makartt transfer foil glue. I use this for almost 90% of my decal applications. And what I do is I apply it to the entire nail and I cure it for 60 seconds, and then you are good to go to place your decal on that nail. It just allows a really sticky base for that decal to stick to, and it almost becomes one with your nail. So we are applying this really fun full coverage nail decal to one of the accent nails here, and I love this decal so much. I'm using a jelly stamper to gently get those air bubbles off of this decal. Now you want to remember, when you are working with decals, they are very thin paper, so you just want to make sure that you are very gentle when you are applying these and getting those air bubbles out so you do not tear your decal. Now let's say you did tear your decal. What you could do is you're going to want to file and buff that decal completely off the nail, and then you're going to start that process over by applying that transfer foil glue, curing it for 60 seconds, and then cutting out a new decal, placing that in the water, and then putting it on your nail. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with all that extra decal that is hanging on that nail? So I'm just going to take a brush and gently press down that extra decal. Now, this is a lot of decal, and if you don't want to use that acetone to remove the majority of the bulk of that extra decal, you can go ahead and cut that off. Do not tear the decal at all, because you're going to tear it and you're going to be really sorry, because it is going to wreck your whole nail. So just do not tear it, because they're really fragile. Just cut it gently and then use that acetone to remove the extra. So then, to seal off my decals, before I do anything else, I am going to put a layer of base coat on there, just to make sure that I do not get any air bubbles or anything like that, so it stays super flat. And I'm going to cap those free edges as well, and I'm going to cure that right away, and then I will go in and finish with gel base over the other nails and cure it. I just like to do the decals nails first, just to make sure that they stay how I have it and nothing gets messed up with any air bubbles or anything like that. So then, to finish off this mani, I cured that base coat for 30 seconds, and we are finishing off with a top coat, and then we're going to cure it for 60 seconds. And here is the finished mani. This mani is screaming red, white, and blue, and I'm totally here for it. Now, that foil dip powder made in America is stunning. It has that beautiful white shimmery background with the pops of foils, and you can see here that those foils did not bleed into each other with the gel method, and it really kept that white shimmery background pure, and I love that about that dip powder. If you've ever worked with foils before, especially red ones, they do tend to bleed. This I did not have any problems with the gel method, and I love how it turned out. Now, this mani right here, you can see here that we added 2 decals. Now, when you are doing your nails at home, you can do as many decals as you want. You can go all your nails with decals, or you can make it really simple by placing 1 or 2. Options are endless when you're doing your nails at home. Now, if these colored dip powders and decals are not your cup of tea, head over to Nails Truly. There are tons of amazing decals that are going to get your nails ready, especially for the summer season. And don't forget to check out the Lisa Frank decals. They are amazing. It is a whole June exclusive bundle. And if you missed the decals with the Lisa Frank video, I will link it in the cards right here so you can check it out after. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a really fun time playing with these dip powders and decals, and I will see you all in my next upload.